All right, so this is the final part to the trilogy of the Sci-Fair podcast segments that we're doing. As you know, last time I talked about Pretzel Girl and why she looked like a pretzel, and just the whole basically haunting my junior year
Oh,
of
yeah.
high school. So, but now we bring it over to Caitlin, who is going to be talking about her experience with an individual
Oh
who
my god.
shall not be named.
Also, let me just point out, why do all of the weirdest people like come after like both of us? I feel like that we have like the worst luck with people like we always run into people like this. Like maybe it was just cuz we're nice.
I don't know. Yeah, because we always find the weird. We're always around the weird ones, and just the weird. All the weird kids get like we're bringing them in, like we're magnetized.
Yeah, like I
for
think
weird
it's
people.
I think it's also just the fact that our friend group is weird, and then people from our friend group know people. But anyway, yeah, this kid though, he wasn't even friends with anyone in our friend group. He just came up to me one day.
Yeah, he just showed up.
That was like, yeah, it was almost weirder than the guy who used to sit at my lunch table and just eat food off my tray one day. Yeah, it's not really a story, but yeah, kid used to just eat food off my lunch tray, and I didn't even know him. He didn't ever said a word to me. He just came by and just like pointed, and I was like, what? And he just started eating. Oh my god, that's different though. So I'm gonna call him Hunter, because I know it's such a like stupid name, but like
We'll just call him Hunter.
because yeah, well I'll get to that part.
And we're not dropping no names.
Oh yeah, absolutely not, because I'm still afraid that this guy's gonna like see me and like come after me. Like if I ever see him like in public or outside of school, like
Immediate suicide.
dude, immediate suicide, like right there. Like, oh my god, I don't even know what I would do. I literally don't even know. So it all started at lunch.
Oh boy. And this is when we were sitting. This is when we were sitting with Melodrum. And
Yeah,
this is,
by the lockers outside.
This
like,
this was junior year as well, right?
it was.
Yeah,
Yeah, why
yeah,
did this shit happen junior year?
Because that's when they still let us sit out in the hallway.
Yeah.
And I switched lunches because I don't remember why one of my classes changed, and I started sitting with y'all out in the hallway. Yeah, we were out in lunch.
Yeah. So like this kid just like came up to us one day, and I think it was the funny thing. I think it was the day that we had brought these like the banana like stress ball squishy things to school, and you were like throwing it against the wall, and we were making dick jokes.
Yeah.
Okay. And like he like came over and he was like, oh wow, that's really cool. Like he said, like he was like, oh, I like the banana. Like he was like, you know, at the time I didn't really think it was weird, because I was like, okay, whatever. Like, we were just laughing. We were having fun with the stupid bananas. And then after that, he just started sitting with us at lunch. And for like the first few days, he wasn't really weird. He didn't give me weird vibes. And
because he would just show up like midway through lunch and just say hi and hang out.
Yeah, and he seemed like fine. Like there was nothing that I thought was really weird about him. He used to bring these weird things to lunch too, like things that he built in his like physics class.
Yeah,
or
and
something.
he brought like a whole ass like industrial
like
capacitor.
a fucking battery shit. I don't know what it was. Yeah, he like something he built in his room, and like again, I don't know if it's like easy, and I'm just like thinking that little things are exciting.
He was a whole electrician at that
point.
point.
But like I thought it was actually really cool. So I was telling him like, dude, that's really cool. You built that shit yourself? And he was like, yeah, So I guess he took that as like, oh, she's hitting on me.
Yeah.
Which I can understand how that can be interpreted in a wrong way, because like I get excited about like the littlest things, and it might be interpreted as like, oh my god, she's into me. Anyway, so yeah, to be honest, that went on for like I think a while. Until one day I wasn't at lunch because I promised another friend that I would sit with them, and that's when I heard from you and Meldrum that this guy was like weird. So I didn't hear that conversation.
Actually,
Talk about that, because I wasn't there for that conversation.
So pretty much so that was the one day that you weren't there, and me and Meldrum were sitting together at we were outside. No, that comes later. This is when we're still inside at the hallway. And we were, it was just me and him, and then, Hunter comes up, and he sits down with us, midway through lunch, whatever, and he starts just kind of going on about just, not really anything, like, kind of nervous almost, and then he asks if you're dating someone.
Really?
He asked if you were, like, dating anyone, and I was just like, we were just like, no, Like, you know, but like we didn't like drop that.
Yeah.
We weren't spilling too much tea.
Yeah.
We were just giving some vague like no, because he was just kind of weird about it. And like I can't recall like too many what like exactly went on, but it was more of just we were just kind of it just came off unsettling like why he was there, where it's just kind of out of the ordinary. He was almost kind of like there because he thought you were gonna be there, and since now you weren't there, he didn't want to just leave. It's kind of he's already there and he didn't want to make it obvious that he's just there for you.
Oh my god.
And so I'm just sitting there, and he was just he kept kind of asking about you and just like preferences and dating.
Really?
And so he I'm just thinking like, okay, he's kind of weird. And so Meldrum doesn't think this is weird at all.
Meldrum's like
he thinks this is normal. And so when Hunter leaves towards the end of the lunch, I kind of whispered to Meldrum, I'm like, yo, I don't like this kid at all.
And yeah, Meldrum was like, don't be mean.
Yeah, he's
right?
like,
yeah,
of
course he said that.
He's like, you're like this kind of being a dick. Don't be mean. Why are you judging him like that? I'm like, did you not just hear him just ramble about how he's like asking about who Caitlin's dating, her preferences, this and that, like, and
that's kind of weird.
And that he almost seemed like he's just there for Caitlin. Like, and then once she wasn't there, he just stuck around, like as if you were gonna come back.
Yeah, literally.
And he's like, no, you're just being mean. No, I had a very good sense of him. And so so what happened after that day? You came back.
So yeah, I think eventually he asked for my Snapchat, and like I don't use Snapchat very often, and again, me not being able to pick up any hints whatsoever, I was like, a boy asking for my Snapchat? Okay, whatever.
And also, so like the next day, whenever you were back with us for lunch, and he came up, he asked, I don't know if you remember, he asked you, like, if you're into guys.
Yeah, and oh my god, I mistakenly, I should have just said, like, oh, I'm a lesbian, but technically I'm not. I'm like, yeah, I'm bi, but, like, I have a strong preference for women. Like, I probably wouldn't even date a guy unless I found someone, like, really, like, good, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, I'm so dumb. I don't know why I said that. Because, like, for real, like, my preference with, like, men is, like, almost non-existent.
And he even asked if you, like, but you still like dick, though.
Yeah, and I looked at him and I was like, I think I didn't know how to answer that. He kept making jokes about the banana too, like the banana, like the freaking rubber banana.
We just had the rubber banana
that
looked like a dick.
It was for comedic effect. I'm not. Oh my god.
Because when you would throw the banana at the wall, it'd stick.
Yeah, he would be like, so like, is that how like lesbians have sex? I think he mentioned that too. Like he like dropped that too, something like that, and I was like,
nobody.
I was so uncomfortable.
And Meldrum's just sitting there going,
yeah.
And I'm thinking, this is so fucking creepy.
I know. And so, okay, when I got his snap, I think one of the first things that he sent me he sent me pictures of stuff that he was building in his garage. And, like, I, like, said, oh, yeah, that's really cool. Because, like, I still think it's cool that he could build all that shit in his garage. Cool. Like, it was. And so, I think he started talking about his girlfriend. He had a girlfriend at the time, and he was talking about her, and then immediately after that, he said, so, like, do you like guys? And at this point, the little, what's it called? My, like, 2 brain cells started, like, lighting
talking
up.
Together.
They're talking. They're like, oh, hold up. And so I was like, wait. It's still in the back of my mind. I was like, nah, yeah. So then I just was like, okay, you know what? Let me just make it really clear that I don't do men.
Yeah, you're not interested in him.
Yeah, and so I was just like, I just like straight up said, never dated a guy, and I don't think I would date a guy, which like is half true. I'm not even gonna go into that, but like,
oh yeah,
yeah, I'm not even gonna go into that. Okay, which is half true.
Not
okay.
today.
Not today. Okay. So anyway, so basically,
that'll make a good podcast.
Oh fuck no!
Although we probably won't do that.
We're not doing that. Absolutely not.
It'd
no.
be so good.
Absolutely not. Okay. Anyway, oh fuck. Do you remember what I was saying? So anyway, and then he was like, oh okay, and then he started talking about him and his girlfriend again. How like they're not like doing very well. They're like having problems, and he's like, yeah, I think we're gonna break up soon or something. So he was he was looking at me like, I'm gonna just like, yeah, switcheroo. I'm like, oh my god, what the fuck? And so I again, for a while he would text me, and it wasn't weird, but I was trying to be nice. He would just kind of talk to me, And then things started to get super weird because, like, he started sending me pictures of things he was building in his garage that looked like fucking dangerous.
Yeah.
Like again, I know it wasn't a bomb, but he sent me something that looked like a fucking bomb. And I was like, okay. I knew it wasn't, but I'm like, all right. And then he started telling me that he was building a railgun in his garage.
Yeah.
And, like, I don't know what a fucking railgun is. Like, I'm assuming they're not, like, super dangerous.
Like
I don't know.
almost like a Boy Scout project.
Yeah, kind of like that. But then he started telling me that it was, like, shooting as fast as, like, a real gun. Like, he was getting the velocity up there or some shit. I don't know the, like, exact number or anything that he told me.
Like almost 1,000 feet per second, or like lower. Or I don't even know how fast a gun shoots.
I don't know, dude. I don't know. But, like, he started sending me videos and pictures of this thing shooting. It looked like a real ass gun.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay. Like, I mean, it didn't really alarm me until he started making jokes about bringing it to school. And he was like, do you think that anyone would stop me? Like, do you think if I, like, just, like, you know, was, like, really casual about it, and I could just bring it to school? I think he was doing that to try and impress me, though.
Yeah.
I think, and I was like, oh my fucking God. Talk about the Spanish teacher thing, though.
I was just about to, I was just about to interject that. So pretty much what happened was, it was me and Meldrum at lunch again. I don't remember where you were. And so me and Meldrum were just sitting outside, because I was telling Meldrum, no, like, this guy creeps me out, let's sit outside, and he was like, okay, you know, I guess Meldrum was just like, fine, whatever, because he didn't know the kid either, really. It wasn't gonna, like, we didn't mind just dipping out on him.
Yeah.
And so we went outside, he found us, by the way, and so we're sitting out there with him, and he's telling us about this railgun. I guess he's showing us the pictures that he sent you, or just talking to us about this railgun he's building. And at first I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. And then he's like, starts saying how he's gonna, like, bring it to school soon. And that there's some, and that, like, in his, like, shop class or whatever, or, like, metalworking class, there's some parts that he can use for it. And he's gonna bring it to school. And then he made a joke how he's gonna shoot his Spanish teacher with it.
He's like, yeah, I wish I could just, like, shoot my Spanish.
Yes!
And he makes me so mad.
And I'm just sitting there on my inside, like, just having some anxiety, thinking, like, oh, fuck.
Like,
I'm talking to somebody who might bring a weapon to school.
Dude, and, like, to also put into perspective, our school gets a lot of shooting threats. Shit happens.
Yeah,
like,
shit happens.
People have actually, like, brought stuff to school.
And
I know that.
My middle school, which I talked about in the first podcast, I think I brought up that guy who brought knives to school in his backpack.
Yeah, there's that. Yeah.
So yeah, those kids funneled into this high school, you know. So we just have weapons sometimes, and so you know, Meldrum's looking at me at this point, going like, "Oh shit, dude, you're right. This dude is weird."
He finally gets it.
Yeah, he finally gets it, and so like, you know, this kid leaves towards the end of lunch. So I guess meet up, maybe his girlfriend. I don't know. He meets up with somebody towards the end of lunch before the bell rings, and immediately Meldrum's like, dude, you're right. I'm so sorry. We gotta get the fuck away from this kid. And so I'm like, I told you were calling me a dick. And the next day, we whenever you were back, we were like telling you about this, and you were like, yeah, he was sending me videos.
Yeah, like, I'm like, dude, please, I'm like, help me. I feel like if I don't go out with him, he's gonna fucking shoot me. Please help.
and so then we're like, okay, we gotta tip line the kid.
Yeah, say something at least. Even if he's just messing around, like, he's just giving me such weird vibes. Like, it's better safe than sorry at this point.
Yeah, because I was starting to think, because, like, there's only 2 Spanish teachers.
Oh, yeah, plus, it was also, like, close to a break. So, like, you know, like, close to winter break. So he could have, like, easily brought something to school and did something right before break and just, like, dip out or whatever, you know? And so, oh my God, like, things happen towards the end of breaks.
And he was saying he was gonna, like, bring it by the end of the break or something.
Yeah, and we're like, oh my God, don't bring the fucking gun to school, oh my God.
You know, you don't want to, like, you don't want to argue with him, because it's like, what if he just
literally
fucking shoots you?
Oh my God, the school shooter.
and so
when you date the school shooter to save the whole school.
Me and Meldrum and you were talking about, like, you know, should we tip line them? What should we do? You know, because it'd be obvious that it's us. And when you tip line someone, it's supposed to be anonymous, but, like, when you're the only ones who know about it, it's kind of fucking obvious.
Oh my God.
You know, of who tip lined.
Yeah.
And so I decide, okay, I'll do it. I'll tip line by the end of the day. And, you know, because they have the little link you can click on their website.
Yeah, it's anonymous.
Yeah.
And I also, I took I got
yeah.
pictures from the Snapchat conversations, and I didn't screenshot it, so he didn't know. I took a photo with another phone because I was so nervous. Like, of course I wouldn't fucking screenshot it, then he would know. But so I got like evidence, so it wasn't just like empty.
Yeah, and it was thick evidence too. It was like him directly saying, "I'm bringing a weapon to school."
Oh yeah.
So like it wasn't just like. It's not like something you'd have to interpret or context. It was like,
it was
like,
literally
hey,
right there.
I'm gonna bring a weapon to school.
He literally said, "Yeah, I'm gonna bring it to school." I'm like, oh my god.
And I'm so happy you got those.
Literally, that was scary though. Holy shit.
Because like, I don't know, you just like you. I would imagine you would just like close the conversation and be like, okay, but no, you were like,
I was like,
photo.
Hold up. Whoa.
Yeah.
So yeah, we submitted the photo and we did the tip line, and then by the end of the day.
Well, actually, no, I submitted the tip line. Like last 15 minutes of class, last period.
Oh yeah.
They were on top of that shit immediately because
Dude.
I guess they monitor that tip line like a hawk, bro. Knowing our school.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. Knowing our school, they need to. They kind of need to.
Yeah. So like I was like okay, I have to do. I was nervous because I want to do it because I'm like he's gonna know it's
He's
us.
gonna kill us,
And
bro.
so,
oh my god.
Last 15 minutes, just so it's into the day, I can get on the bus and fucking go. It won't find me. And so I just submitted it, closed my phone. It's like, okay, cool, we're done. I attached the pictures that you sent me of the screenshot or the stuff. And then, you know what happened after that.
I will, because I still had a Snapchat, and I didn't want to block him immediately because I was afraid that he was going to think it was me and then shoot me. Like, I'd rather him shoot Matt. Okay? Like,
Yeah,
so
me.
I didn't do anything. And then the next day, or maybe I think when I went home that day, he messaged me on Snapchat, and he was like, dude, I just got suspended for 3 days. And I was like, oh my god, what happened? And he was like, someone like tip lined me. Like, what the heck? Like, I wasn't actually gonna bring a gun to school. Like it's not even like a real gun. And I'm like, oh wow, that's crazy, bro.
Buddy.
That's crazy, bro. And we had a little conversation back and forth. I'm like, huh, interesting. Okay. And then like I legit genuinely think he like didn't believe that it was me, or like he had no idea. Like I'm pretty sure
because because it was your Snapchat. Who else could have like known about it? And like the screenshot, they probably showed him the screenshots going like, hey,
no, I know they did. He told me, and he was like, did you like leave your phone open somewhere? Like someone got like pictures of your phone. And I was like, oh, I remember I set it down once to like get it. I kind of made up some stupid excuse. I think he like totally bought that though.
Dude, when you were telling me that he bought your story of just bullshit, I was just like, no, he didn't.
I know. I'm like, whoa. I thought it was dead. Okay, but like another like oh my, I don't even know. But yeah, like after that, I kind of like slowly like talked to him less, and then like I somehow managed to get through the rest of the semester, and then in the summer I blocked him, and I just like haven't seen or heard him since. I don't even know if he still goes to the school.
Like I had some other interactions with him after the fact.
Really?
So right when he got back from his suspension, remember right when he got back from his suspension, he came up to me because there was certain we crossed paths going to certain classes sometimes, and he comes up to me and I'm like fuck. Because I don't know what has he got in his pocket. What's in his pocket?
What's in the pocket?
And so he comes up to me and he's like, yo, did you, if you've been wondering where I am, I got suspended for 3 days. And I looked at him, I was like, what, you? I was like, who? I was like, dude, what'd you do?
What'd you do?
And he's like, somebody tip lined me, because they thought I was going to bring a gun to school. And I was like, who? Like, I was like, who even heard that you were gonna like bring a weapon? Like, weren't you just joking?
Yeah.
Just trying to like, be sympathetic towards him, like on his side, and be like, oh, someone probably maybe overheard us when you were talking about your railgun outside or something. Mm-hmm. And he was like, yeah, it's probably that someone. And then he said, someone took a picture of your phone when you left it on the table. And I was like, damn, dude. I was like, yeah, man. I was like, some people just don't understand.
Some people just don't understand. And he bought it. That's insane. Oh my god.
And like that's not even the weirdest interactions I've had with them. This was like all these other interactions were after the tip line, and because he was still kind of obsessed with you, kind of.
Yeah.
And so like after the interaction of him telling me he got suspended, I was like, okay, cool. I'm gonna take a different route to class from now on. I'm not gonna, or just leave, or maybe just get out of class faster so I can go by that area. Mm-hmm. And he would find me randomly in the hallway. He probably talked to me like 4 more times that year, just spread out of the rest of the year as like after the winter break thing.
Wow.
And
I managed to avoid him. I don't know how.
And so he'd come up to me and he would ask like, "Hey, you're still friends with Caitlin, right?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "How's she doing?" or like I think he even asked once like if you're dating anyone still.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and so
Oh my
and
god.
yeah, and he would just come up to me and he would just ask me about you, like how you're doing, you know, what you're up to,
Oh my
you're
god.
dating anybody.
Did you ride the bus with him?
He got on my bus once.
Oh my god.
I don't think he normally rode the bus, but like a few times he was on my bus and I was like, oh,
Maybe he just wanted to
shit.
see where you lived
Oh.
because he thought we were dating or
Oh my
something.
god.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and so he would I know that I think whenever he originally sat with us at lunch, he thought you and me were dating just because we would leave together, come to like because we would just go into school together.
Yeah,
so, like
because
the classes.
because we vibe. Like
Yeah.
he's jealous that we vibe.
And so he was kind of like, I don't remember exactly what it was, but he was like saying something in a way or like trying to hint or ask in a like kind of not direct way if you and me were dating.
Yeah.
Or something that may have been his kind of like guy question, like, oh, you know, you dating anyone? You like dick? You know?
That was the worst one. Oh my god.
And the last interaction I had with this kid was I sent you a message too. You had already gotten home because you were driving home by this.
Yeah.
And he was on my bus. You know, he just would never ride the bus. I don't know. He probably stayed after for everything. But he sat next to me on the bus.
Dude, I could have taken you home
on the last day of
if you were tired of riding the bus.
And so dude sat next to me. And I was like, oh, fuck, this is the last day of school.
Fuck.
We're on the bus. We're not at the school. There's no cop around because our school had like 2 cops that would stay in the hallway.
Oh, my
and
God.
I was just, I literally, I had anxiety like rushing through me. Why did he sit next to me? Fuck. You know, does he have a gun?
So, I know you and Caitlin are dating or something.
And so he asked me about you the last time. Like, you know, what's Caitlin up to? You know, how's she doing? This and that. And just gave him the generic response. Yeah, I still know Caitlin. You know, I talked to her yesterday. This and that. You know, not dating anyone yet. And then he just starts rambling on about, like, wireless electricity.
Oh my god.
A few times I tried to just get on my phone and be like, oh, you know, find a spot where he's kind of done and just kind of act like, okay, that was cool, you know, let me just get to my own thing.
Yeah.
He just kept going on, kind of like Pretzel Girl.
It's like Pretzel Girl, but like, oh no.
And
but like actually
dangerous. Yeah, and going on about like wireless electricity transfer stuff and how he's like trying to do that shit at home. And I'm like, cool.
Bomb next, baby Caitlin will love me now.
And, like, I genuinely was scared getting off the bus, thinking he was going to follow me off the bus. Like, I was, like, in most, like, 100% serious, scared that, like, fuck, he'd better not get up with me.
Oh
he had better not fucking get up with me.
Oh, my
Because, like,
God.
Dude, he's going to follow me home or some shit. And I got off the bus, he did not follow me, and I was just relieved. I was like, okay.
Yeah, I remember you texted me after that happened, like, you're like, oh my god.
Like, this dude's gonna do some weird shit.
Oh, no.
And that was the last I saw of him. Even, like, I didn't see him senior year or anything.
Yeah, I don't even know. Did he go to a different school? Did he drop out?
I don't know.
But I graduated, and I've never seen him since.
Yeah, that whole graduation fiasco.
I swear to God, if I ever see him, dude, I swear, I'm gonna, like, run into him at a grocery store, and he's gonna be like, hey, I've been trying to, like, contact you for, like, 2 years. Like, why would you answer your phone? And I'm just gonna be like, I got a new number, LOL. Or he'll totally buy it. Oh,
dude,
no.
Just hit him with your car.
Just hit him with
hit him with your car.
God damn, bro, I think I'm gonna tip on you.
No more stress for the rest of your life. Just hit him with your car, get it over with.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh my god. But that was
it's terrifying.
That's like kind of up there with the Pretzel Girl thing, but mine was more just harassment.
Like,
yours was fear for your life.
Yeah, Pretzel Girl, like, I could, like, totally take her in a fist fight her. Like, I kind of wanted to, just, like, part of me just wanted an excuse, like, her throw the first punch, just so I could, like, finish it, you know what I'm saying? Bro, she was literally, like, she was a pretzel.
Yeah,
bro,
she was a pretzel.
Legit a pretzel, okay? But, dude, this other guy, Hunter, like, I mean, I don't think he was very strong, but he was taller than me, definitely, and he built guns in his fucking
what's
garage.
In his back pockets?
Bro, anyway.
Oh, also, I junior year, whenever, this was midway through knowing Pretzel Girl, I don't know. She goes, okay. Oh, here's a kind of a add-on to Pretzel Girl. And it's kind of short.
Yeah.
But she was also like trying to get the sympathy card out of me, by being like, in middle school, I all the guys were jerks there too. She always fucking went on about guys being like douchebags and jerks, like except for me. And she was saying, they would like harass me and like, look at my butt and make, tell me to turn.
She would tell me the same thing, like
yeah.
the same thing. Oh my god.
And then she would say the boys would tell her to turn around so they could see her ass.
Yeah, like they're so perverted.
And
guys
so,
are so perverted.
And so me being a butt guy, like I don't know, it just when she was telling me, I was like, is her butt actually nice? Like, I'm still fucking repulsed by her, but like. It was just that weird
You're
fucking...
curious,
that weird thing of like, I don't, I fucking, wish you'd leave me alone, but like, does she have a nice butt at least? And so, when she turned around, bro, that shit was a pancake. And so that day at lunch, I made the quote, F that booty flat, miss me with that. And that's my quote I have.
Literally, we need to get that like printed like stickers
on a t-shirt.
If that booty flat, miss me with that.
And I did like some like what like the 90s fucking like
retro
edit
yeah.
of it too. I did where I put it into those apps.
Dude, you need to make that the cover of the podcast of this one.
Maybe
I can find it or either recreate it.
Like
you need to
I like using Boris though. The picture of Boris.
Boris is so good. I don't think we've ever told Boris's story. We should do that next time.
At some point, yeah. It's not too long, but then we
it's fun though.
We did find his location, and we're gonna go see him someday.
Yes.
We're gonna find Boris.
We're gonna visit Boris.
Damn.
He's very important.
Yeah, we gotta see Boris. But yeah, so I mean, I'm glad that we did the last episode for the trilogy because we had the stories of Sci-Fair and middle kind of like not really middle school, but like what led up to Sci-Fair being
Sci-Fair culture.
Sci-Fair culture. And just what went on there, and just how everyone did their own shit, but like sketchy stuff went on in the background.
Yeah.
And then last episode was my whole haunting of Pretzel Girl, and this one was your whole situation with Hunter literally trying to kill
his Spanish teacher.
Like, I don't know what he had against his Spanish teacher, but like he specifically mentioned his Spanish teacher, not just just shoot a teacher or shoot someone.
Like, dang, bro. I mean, I know Spanish 3 is like hella stressful, but like, damn, all right.
And like we only had 2 Spanish teachers, so like I knew because I didn't know the name of the other one, but I know there was I don't want to say his name, but there's 2. I knew one of them.
Yeah.
And it wasn't him, and so I knew which one he was gonna shoot. And I was
I knew which one he was gonna shoot.
And those 2 teachers were kind of friends, and I was like, you can't do this.
Can't kill the Spanish.
There's just 2 of them. There's just 2. You can't kill one, dude.
Oh, no.
And so I'm just like, shit. God. I have to tip because the thing is that I was in Spanish class when I tip lined.
Oh, that's like, so funny.
I have to do it. I'm in the class. So.
Oh my god.
I mean, I genuinely kind of think he was gonna bring it to school, or I wanted him tip line.
Yeah, to be honest, like, okay, he seemed like just like a super nerdy guy who was kind of a little too enthusiastic about the things he built in his garage, and like, to be honest, I don't know if he genuinely wanted to hurt people, but like I do believe he was gonna bring it to school.
Yeah, 100% he was gonna
I still am on the fence about if he actually was gonna like shoot someone, even though he made like some weird jokes about it. I think he was just a nerd who wanted to bring something he built in his garage to school, which happened to be a fucking weapon. Yeah, which is like bad.
That
but
shoots
like still,
projectiles.
Yeah, literally. Like, but still, what if he brought it to school, not with the intention of like hurting anyone, but it like accidentally went off or some shit?
Mm-hmm.
Like, bro, that's dude. It's just bad.
It's like if like I had a friend who he worked at Papa John's Pizza. And he just brought his box cutter with him because he went to work right after. Yeah. And so he would just accidentally bring it home, and he'd keep it in the back pocket. It was like not like anything dangerous, and he one time in my theater class he whipped it out at me like jokingly robbing me, like, hand me your fucking wallet, and just whipped out a blade. Yeah. I'm like, oh shit, and my friend like that was a gun. He goes, oh shit, a gun.
Oh no.
It was my theater class, so like no one fucking took anyone serious.
Okay, good, because y'all have like prop guns in there, right?
And we were all pretty tight in that class. But
oh my God.
But yeah, and like I have no problem if someone just brings their box cutter to school because like if they have a reason to
work at Domino's. That's not sus.
They're going to work right after. I don't fucking care as long as they're not like waving that in the hallway, you know.
Yeah.
But like, bro, if you're bringing something that shoots a projectile and you're joking about hurting people, that's a big no-no.
I had a friend who was like, I don't know if he was like in scouts or whatever, or maybe he was camping, but he accidentally brought his pocket knife to school, and it wasn't even a big one. It was one of those mini ones, and he was so scared. He was like, oh my God, if I get randomly searched, I'm dead. Like, I'm so scared. What do I do? What do I do? Like, that's how scared he was about bringing like a pocket knife to school.
Yeah, because they'll get you.
Yeah, I will, because like that's how like, bro, like if you popped a chip bag in the lunchroom, people would run and scream, dude, and like that's how scary it was to go to our school.
Dude, the last time I remember.
Oh my God.
I remember last time when I was this was beginning of senior year, I think. Someone popped a chip bag, and you know, after all the school shooting stuff that happened, you know, like every school getting shot up back in like what 2018.
Every school getting shot up,
like
yeah.
2018 leading into 2019.
Trendy.
It's like it became a trend. Like, hey,
oh my God,
shoot up your local school. You know, people were really on edge, so you know, senior year was like right after that started stopping. People are still on edge, like when's the next one? Yeah. And you know, we're always getting those threats and sketchy people.
Oh yeah.
And so someone in the lunchroom popped a chip bag, and you could hear from when it popped. You know, the lunchroom's really loud because they're so overcrowded.
Mm-hmm.
Just the level of volume of people talking go from really loud to low,
like none,
like almost none, where people are kind of whispering, going, "What the fuck?" to back up to normal volume. Yeah. It only went quiet for like maybe 3 to 4 seconds, just like loud, quiet.
That's so scary. It got like quiet like faster than like the APs can get us quiet.
Yeah.
Like, okay, students, Bobcat.
Yeah, because when you hear a loud ass pop. It's like, fuck,
yeah,
shit.
especially since it's like at that point, it's like, when you realize it's a chip bag, you're like, oh, LOL, but then in the moment, you're like, what the fuck?
And the pop happened, like, at my table.
Yeah.
And so I knew what it was.
I had heard from, one of the other schools that, someone, as a joke, they, like, banged on the door and made, like, some really loud sounds in the cafeteria, and they yelled, he's got a gun! And then everyone in the cafeteria ran, and then the whole school, everyone was screaming and panicking. The whole school got word that there might be like a gun in the school, and everyone just left. I'm not even kidding. Damn. The whole school cleared out in like 30 minutes. Everyone ran to their cars, ran home, just ran. And it was like, it was insane. Like, it was crazy. Yeah, nothing like that ever happened at our school, but like I heard from one of the other schools that happened. They just literally dipped.
At what point in your life are you like, it's a good idea to make everyone think there's a shooter?
Yeah, what the fuck? What the fuck?
Like, just what?
Oh my God.
That's Sci-Fair energy, but like it didn't happen
at
Sci-Fair.
Yeah, it didn't happen at Sci-Fair.
It's probably some like transfer student.
Yeah.
Who from Sci-Fair.
Oh my God. They were trying to...
It's like, oh fuck.
Oh my God.
But
that's I
guess that's about it though.
Yeah, that's about it.
This completes the Sci-Fair trilogy. I mean, we can always come back to it with other topics, or I'm gonna have other guests from our friend group who might talk about Sci-Fair stuff. But I guess this is the end of the trilogy of just purely Sci-Fair stuff that, you know, made us kind of the people who we are
shaped
from.
my personality.
Yeah, shaped us from freshman year to senior year. And just the whole culture of things and how it's, you know, affecting us now and, you know, what memories we hold from it. So, anything further about Sci-Fair podcast-wise is just going to be kind of more offhand stuff rather than full episode dedications. But I definitely wanted to get this trilogy done just so we have it.
Absolutely. I think that's a good ending.
Yeah, so that should be good. The next episode shouldn't be too long from now. And it'll be, the next guest would be, Caitlin won't be here for this one. It would be, I'm gonna definitely do more with you, though.
Yeah.
So you'll be more of a reoccurring, but the next one will be, the next guest, does she want me saying her name? Starts with a P. Colored hair.
Oh, I don't know.
It's fine as long as I don't mention school stuff with her, I guess. Yeah. So then, yeah, because she was saying like she lives close to the school. She don't want somebody coming.
Okay, well then like let's just not say it for now, and then in the next episode if you wanna.
Yeah, I'll ask her about that.
Yeah, we're gonna have another friend come on.
Yeah, and so she was more weary about her name getting out.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, well.
I mean, not that she did.
Who else is gonna watch this though? It's mainly for our friend group.
Anything wrong, but like she lives too close to the school. But the other person, a guy named JT, who we know, I'm gonna do one with him not too long after this.
I can't wait for that episode.
Oh, that'll be so good.
It's gonna be so special. I can't wait. I already know what y'all are gonna do.
Yeah,
I'm so excited.
Yeah, so expect soon some other podcasts coming through. Most likely the other girl that we're talking about, she'll be probably first, and then JT, and then after that, just whoever else we can get on here, and I'll be doing some on my own as well.
Nice.
So yeah, that should conclude this episode of the podcast, and catch y'all next time with the next one.
All right.